of Muhammad Ali, and right now we'll be knowing more about the mosque that we are located in right now, which is the mosque of Farag ibn Barquq. So let's see it.
The Khanqa and Mausoleum of Sultan Faraj ibn Barquq 1382-1399 AD was built by Sultan al-Nasir Faraj in order to fulfill his father's desire to be buried near the tombs of the Sufis in Cairo's northern cemetery. This complex was begun in 1400 AD and completed in 1411 near the Sufi's tomb and the mausoleum of Anas, who was the father of Sultan Barquq. A khanqa was a sort of monastery or lodge for the Sufis who espoused in the mystic, esoteric approach to the Muslim religion, and for which seclusion and asceticism played an important role. Sultan Barquq was the first of the Circassian or Burji Mamluks to be buried in the desert next to the tombs of the venerated Sufi sheikhs. Today, this tomb is one of the major monuments of Cairo, as well as one of the three outstanding structures of the Northern Cemetery. The Northern Cemetery is on the eastern desert boundary of the old Fatimid city of Al-Qahira, Cairo. And during the reign of Sultan al-Zahir Baibars, there was a hippodrome located in this area where various chivalric sports took place. That sultan was a great soldier himself, and being fond of such activities, encouraged his emirs in these contests. However, under al-Nasir Muhammad, this hippodrome was abandoned and the emirs began to build religious and funerary structures on its site. It was here that Sultan al-Nasir Faraj built this khanqa with the intention of urbanizing the site. But before his plans could be realized, he died. He was described by the 15th century historian al-Maqrizi as the most tragic king of Egypt. Sultan Faraj took the throne at the age of 10 and was only 23 when he was deposed and killed in Damascus. The khanqa took so long to complete, 11 years, that during its construction the Sultan was dethroned twice and traveled to Syria 7 times to quell disturbances. His reign was really one of continual strife among the emirs and their rivalries. And one wonders how amongst these circumstances he could have produced such a magnificent complex. Originally, the complex was planned as the center of a large residential area that was to include kitchens, living areas, and subsidiary establishments such as baths, bakeries, grain mills, a marketplace, rooms for travelers, and small streets. Medieval Muslim cemeteries were never solely a place of the dead, for palaces and other residences were also built so that the rich could visit their dead in comfort. In addition, the religious foundations and major tombs always had residences of some nature associated with them for the founders and their families, as well as for Sufis and students. Though the latest inscription on the building dates to 1411, al-Maqrizi mentioned that the khanqa was actually inaugurated in 1410, when 40 Sufis were appointed to it. There is no foundation deed to the structure that we know of, so it is not clear to what extent the khanqa also functioned as a madrasa. with its twin minarets, twin mammoth domes, and twin Sibyl kutabs at either end of the long facade. This monument is a good example of the massive Bahari style that carried into the mid-Burgi period.
Welcome back, and these days we are celebrating the birth of one